Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Machan Lahira online smicha. There is a set of halachas that is unique in many ways, especially that we find that to teach Torah, there has to be the right students, and not every part of Torah was given for women to learn, but specifically one area in Torah, not only women are expected to learn it, but they are most probably they'll carry the bigger load of these halachas. And it actually says in Pirkei Avos, it says that kinin upis nida hein gufei halachas, that the halachas of Hilchas Nida are the gufei halachas, are the main part of the halacha. And the Maral and all the Mefarshim over there say that it doesn't say hein gufei Torah. It hein gufei halacha, because the halacha is what makes the world run, and it transforms the Gashmias Olam Hazeh, the Halichas Olam, that it should be the way the Eibishter wants. They are the gufei halachas, which obviously for practical reasons, women are obligated just as much as men. Now, it's interesting to note the Chassam Sofer in his drashas and Rosh Hashanah, he writes an interesting shaila. The Gemara says that after 120, they asked the neshama a list of questions, and sandwiched in between two questions, there is the question of a sakta beperia veribia. Were you involved in marriage? Did you produce a family? But what's the question before it, and what's the question after it? The question before it is kavaita itim l'Torah. Did you set aside time to learning Torah? And then the question of asakta b'periya veribya, and then pilpalta b'chachma. Did you? So it seems to be that the whole aspect of a Jewish marriage and life as a Jew is sandwiched in between asakta b'Torah and pilpalta b'chachma, because it is a shtik Torah. It's part of Torah of how to create a Jewish home and all the learning that's associated with it. Now, the Alter Rebbe in Hilchas Talmud Torah Perek Aleph Halacha Yud Daled says that these are specifically halachas that, as mentioned before, even though a lot of halachas are not meant to be Torah Shel Bal Peh, and so on, and some halachas are not meant to be taught to women, but these halachas, women are obligated to teach and learn, and they're obligated to know it. And so too in Shulchan Aruch and Yoreh De'ah Siman Kuf Tzadik Vav, the Mechaber paskins that every man has to make sure that he and his family, his household, know these halachas. The Orach Chaim HaKadosh and many other Pashtanim and Mefarshim say on the pasuk in Parshas Kesazriah, where it says Vayedaber Hashem al Moshe Leimer. Why does it say the word Leimer? Because he's telling the men to make sure that these halachas of Isha Kesazriah, it's not only something that you have to know. Leimer, you make sure that you're a partner in this. The women are as obligated in learning these halachas, and perhaps they are more involved and they have to have more knowledge and hands-on than even the men. So Leimer, make sure it is the duty and the obligation of the husband to make sure that the woman learns these halachas too. In the Chavas Das, in his tzavah, in his will, he writes to his family, please make sure, one of the things I request is shetiyu b'kiyim heitav b'dinei vestis. Every one of my family should be very, very big bucky, expert, and learn very well the halachas of vestis. So what is, obviously it's a very important halachas, and this is a fundamental yisoid in Kedushas Habayis. But at the same time, to learn it as a part of Torah, as a youngster, when a guy starts learning, he learns Eilim Metzias, he learns Gemara. It could also, if he's before the age of marriage, it could cause hirhurim. So we find different minhagim from what time, at what age should a person start learning these halachas. Some say that you learn the halachas from when you have a date set for your chasna. Now you could start learning the halachas. In other words, you're engaged and they have a date. Now you should learn the halachas. Too early would cause hirhurim. Others say sometimes the date of the chasna is months away, and not necessarily there should be too much time for a man to think about it too much, meaning to have hirhudim. So some say, and actually in the letter, the Rebbe's father's letter to the Rebbe, the Rebbe's father writes to him, you should learn the halacha something like a week or a little more before the chasna, not necessarily all the way from the time that you know the date of the chasna. A week or two is good enough before the chasna. There are those who are makpid, not even to give that, just on the day of the chasna. On the day of the chasna, as close as possible, the day of the chuppah, you give him a crash course of what's needed to know, and of course, just like he has to learn what's needed to know now, there's a strong emphasis that once they are married and things go well, the first inyan that they should he and koilel or whatever should dedicate time to learn it. And again, even this more make sure halacha l'maisa than pilpul and biki and ankus is to spend time to learn the halachas in detail. And this is a very strong emphasis that people make, that the Rabbanim make, that when you are learning these halachas, to make sure side the man, side the boy, side the girl find a suitable, true Hasidic person who knows the halachas and knows the Yiddish hashkafa to transfer that over to the next generation, to have a Yiddish tam and a Hasidic tam.